Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for latest update. Today I am going to explain what are the advantages of Java. So when you compare Java with other languages like C and C++, Java has many advantages. So Java is a simple language, Java is a platform independent language, Java is a object oriented language, Java supports multi-threading, Java is a portable language, Java supports security, and Java is a dynamic programming language. Java has a memory allocations. So now I am going to explain each and every component of advantage. First one is Java is a simple language. So how we can say that Java is a simple language? Because of these following factors. So in Java is a free from pointers, hence we can achieve less development time and less execution time. That means if you observe C language, we are using the pointers. Due to this, it will take much development time and it will take much execution time. But in Java, we are not using the pointers. So because of this, it will take less development time and less execution time. So Java is a rich set of APIs. API is nothing but a application programming interface. So in Java, we have a rich set of APIs. That means Java has a predefined classes and interfaces. Because of this, we can develop the complex application in a less time. So Java is a software contain a program called garbage collector, which is always used to collect unused memory location. Due to this, it improves the performance of the Java program. So in Java, we have a garbage collector. The job of the garbage collector is it always run a background of the Java program and it collect the unused memory spaces. Due to this, it will improve the performance of the Java application. So Java contain a user friendly syntax for developing the Java application. So next one is Java is a platform independent language. Java is a platform independent language because Java does not depend on any other operating system. That means we can write Java program in one operating system and we can execute in another operating system. So Java program converts source code to bytecode and we can run this bytecode on another platform. So for example, I am writing the Java code in Windows operating system and I can compile. After compiling, the Java file is converted into .class file. So now I can carry this .class file in any other operating system like Unix operating system or Mac operating system. I can execute. So this is nothing but a platform independent. So Java is a object oriented language. So Java is a object oriented language because it has many features like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction and encapsulation. So later videos I can explain each and every component of OOPS concepts. So Java is a multi-threaded language because it has many features like multi-threading is nothing but a process of executing multiple threads concurrently. So that means at a time we can do multiple operations. For example, in my computer I can open Word document, from other side I can listen the music, from other side I can Google it. So this is nothing but a multi-threading. The main advantage of multi-threading is it does not occupy memory for each thread. So it uses common memory area. So if you develop any application using multi-threading, it saves the memory. So it does not occupy for each and every thread, it occupies the common memory area. So Java is a portable language because of the portable feature. Java code is written in one computer system and we can run this into another operating system. So that means the Java code is carry very easily and we can execute and other operating system. So Java provides a security. So Java is a secure language. It enables to develop virus free system. So using Java we can develop the virus free software. So it does not support pointer for memory allocation. So Java is a secure language. We are not using the pointers and we can develop the virus free system. So Java is a dynamic language. So it supports dynamic loading of classes. That means classes are loading on demand. So the class are unnecessarily not loading. Whenever the class is required, that time the classes are loading. It is nothing but a dynamic loading of classes, and also it support a dynamic memory management like garbage collector. Next one is the memory allocation. So in Java we have a JVM. It is responsible for keeping all the information and store it easily. So in JVM we have many components like heap memory, stack memory, and different components are there. So whenever we are creating any class or object, it will store respective area. For example, if I create the class structure will be stored in a stack memory, and if I created an object, the object and its variable is stored in a heap memory. So this is nothing but a memory allocation. So friends, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.